I love RPGs, and you love RPGs. It's why you're here, to find out if you're as big of a JRPG fan as the rest of us. Spoiler warning, you probably are, but even if you're new to the genre, there's a lot of common ground, so stick around and I'm sure to show you how to be a real JRPG fan. Just like, for example, ever suddenly develop a brand new interest or hobby after playing a game that happened to feature said interest or hobby? Like that time I played Persona 5 only to realize that I had a super deep and nuanced appreciation for jazz, the noir aesthetic, coffee, and collecting retro video games and breaking into places. Wait, scratch that last one?
But speaking of breaking into new realms, that brings us to something else JRPG fans know all too well: getting completely absorbed in spin-offs of our favorite games, and today's video is sponsored by Atlus and Persona 5 Tactica, which is sure to steal your heart. And it's not just any spin-off, it's a whole new emotional uprising waiting to ignite your passion for strategy and adventure, much like that perfect cup of espresso awakens your senses in the morning. Persona 5 Tactica breaks into your heart today, November 17, available on Xbox Series X, S, Xbox One, PS4, PS5, Nintendo Switch, and PC via Steam. It's the game where you'll join the Phantom Thieves in a brand new turn-based strategy adventure. It combines the strategic depths of a chess match and the rich narrative and stylish action that only Persona can offer. The art of strategy, the thrill of the heist, it's all here in Persona 5 Tactica. Stir up your spirit with an all-new emotional uprising, reunite with fan-favorite characters, and form your dream squad. Each hero a rich blend of strength and style. Experience the dynamic combat, brew your strategy, choose your persona, and extract that sweet, full-bodied victory. Select your blend: Digital Deluxe, Standard, or Physical Launch Edition. Out now for Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, Xbox Series S and X, PS4, PS5, Windows PC, and Steam. Pour your soul into the revolution. Order now, all the biggest JRPG fans are doing it.
But sponsorships aside, continuing on with the list, I think the first one I really need to start this list off with is to go left first. Everybody knows that everybody goes right first, but if we go the wrong direction first, you get that extra sweet dead-end loot, and you gotta get that loot that's at the end of every dead end. It's like the rule about the pot of gold at the end of every rainbow. Wait, are rainbows dungeons? 2. You gotta defeat the bosses at the bare minimum level using pure skill and mastery of the given rule set and combat system. Become one with the combat system. You gotta get that hidden event by beating the boss that's clearly not meant to be able to be beaten just yet, just to see that extra optional line of dialogue, right? And number 3, save the game. 4. Start to go left first and then change your mind and then go right first, because only the biggest RPG fans know that game designers have already adapted to us going left first in order to get that sweet, sweet dead-end loot. So to find the true dead-end route, you actually gotta go right first. 5. Save the game again. If you only saved once, you didn't actually save the game. And make sure you save to a different save slot just in case. 6. Restart the game at about 10 hours in, because now you actually know how the game actually works, and you need to make a new character that better takes advantage of the game's mechanics, just to be safe. 7. Min-maxing your character growth. Leverage every system available against the game in order to rip apart its fabric of space and time. You'll master the game so hard that the developers will regret ever even making the game. 8. Change your mind again and then go left first, because you actually realize you're playing a retro RPG and the game design hasn't actually caught up to the new rules yet, so you gotta go left first actually, otherwise you end up defeating the dungeon and accidentally getting past the point of no return without getting that legendary loot, so go left first. Next, restart the game after about 30 hours or so, because now you know that there's a plot twist in the game and you realize that the character you made isn't really fully able to leverage the new in-game mechanics that was introduced just now that can totally break the game, so it's best to probably just start over again. 10. Forget to save the game and lose all your damn progress, because the story was just so dang good. Oh, that's my bad. 11. Accidentally start a new game instead of loading the save file when you're thrust to the main menu again, because you're so busy mashing the X button you didn't remember to hit the down button. Next, accidentally find the solution path on the first try, realize that you've missed all the loot in the dungeon by failing to take any of the wrong turns, and then return to the entrance in order to get all of the loot. Turns out, the retro RPG was actually kind of ahead of its time, so yeah, go right first. Next, accidentally overlevel your whole party because you accidentally went through the dungeon 4 times trying to get that last potion that you missed. I mean, you never know when you need that potion after all. Never use that potion. Didn't you see what I said about rule number 2? Using potions during combat is tantamount to admitting defeat. Masters of game combat systems need to know quarter, no handicaps. You gotta get good. Every turn wasted chugging a potion is a turn you could be spending attacking that boss and killing him dead faster. Get in a fight with a monster next to a heal point, and then end up coming out unscathed, so gotta go heal up again just in case. Rinse and repeat about 30 times. Get tired of this cheap-ass boss and finally use that goddamn potion. Why even include a battle system if the final boss is just gonna throw everything I've learned right out the window when the stakes couldn't be higher? Quit the game because I'm actually really enjoying it at this point and I can't bear to part with the party, the stories the game has told over these last 80 hours. I'm going to savor these last few hours of the game by never beating it, and eventually having the ending spoiled for me 5 years later when I stumble upon a forum thread. Get absolutely pissed and bring down the hammer on that son of a bitch who dared spoil the game. I was right at the end, moments away from finishing the game, and you just spoiled it for me? How was I supposed to know that the spoiler you tagged was about the final boss? Ugh. Also, upvote my own comment with alts for visibility. Finally pick up the game again now that I'm thinking about a game again, and decide to start up a new game because honestly I don't really remember where I was last time I played it, so it's probably easier for me to just start over somewhere anyway. Like this video and subscribe to SuperDerek RPGs because this list is just so true and relatable, and only the biggest JRPG fans end up subscribing to SuperDerek RPGs on YouTube. And ethers. Those are to be saved for the post-hidden final boss, post-credits, post-fake-out literal actual final boss. Get one shot by that boss before we can get a single turn in. Pfft, what the hell, man? Finally come back and one-shot that boss because we overleveled and overprepared the party into a gathering of actual godlike beings, and ended up feeling underwhelmed because we kind of expected that final boss to be a bit stronger than he actually ended up being. Get the true ending, even if it means putting 100 hours into what by all means should otherwise be a 40-hour game. Am I getting my money's worth out of this game, or am I letting the game suck the hours of my life out of me one moment of tedium at a time? That's a question for deathbed me to worry about, but for now, my favorite waifu's bonding event is coming up and I can't be late. Realize that I'm actually the single person who truly gets the game, man. No, really, truly, on a deeper level. Like, I don't mean to brag, but I know a thing or two about the game's development because I'm a man of culture. I actually read a couple of interviews from the developer, and let me tell you, while they truly are a genius in their own right, I may even understand the game on a deeper, more philosophical level than even they do. Because, sure, while the game was written in Japanese and translated into English, and that's the only version I played, let me tell you that I actually truly understand the game's real genius better than anyone. Dislike this video. I don't know why the hell this chose to call me out personally today. How dare that call me out in front of a big ass public video like that? You think this is a game? You think I play RPGs for fun or something? Listen here, you little unsub. Spend so much time playing the dang JRPG that by the time I've actually finished it, I'm tired of the game. I can't believe how much time and effort I put into 100%ing that game. I swear, at least I did everything, and I have no excuse to go back and ever touch the game ever again. Besides, I've got that backlog to tackle. Replay that game again. I mean, the sequel is about to come out, and I want to have it fresh in my mind for maximal enjoyment of the sequel after all. Buy more games than you actually have time left on this earth to actually play and appreciate them all. I mean, if I don't open the ones I haven't played yet, I might be able to flip a profit in 50, 60 years to help pay off that medical debt after my hip goes out playing Ring Fit Adventure 3. Post-game depression. You've been there, I've been there. You've finally beaten the game, and now what are you left with? A void of time in your life where your JRPG friends used to be. What am I supposed to do with my time now? I mean, I could play that other series that I've heard good things about, but honestly, it's too popular. It's gotta be garbage. I only like that underground stuff. I mean, okay, I like some mainstream stuff, but not like it because it's popular or anything. It's because this one actually deserves the praise. They made this game back when they actually made good games, unlike now. I mean, except for the good ones, you know, like Chained Echoes, Sea of Stars, Octopath Traveler 2, Star Ocean 2 Remake. And that about does it for today. I hope you've enjoyed today's moment of self-reflection, and I hope you got as much of a kick out of this friendly ribbing as I did. And if you're new here, get subscribed because my relentless enthusiasm for JRPGs has fueled me for the last 10 years, and I think I got another decade or two left in the tank. And I'll see you in the next one, everybody. Have a good day.